So with these rules in mind, time and intensity, let's go ahead and design, just a sample high performance conditioning session. All right, so what I like to do, because I mentioned at the beginning, with these, our main goal is to maintain strength, maintain muscle, improve performance, and obviously gain conditioning. All right, so one of the main things that I like to focus in on is having some sort of complex strength movement at the start. So this might be a strength or power movement, but it's weighted. It's typically heavily weighted, okay, moderately to heavy weight, depending on your skill level, on your overall conditioning level. So strength, power. All right, so that's going to be our first movement. We'll usually keep that rep range pretty low. So something like, 3 to 5, okay, moderately weighted. All right, so for this sample, and I'll post this up below the video so you know what I'm talking about, let's go ahead and say we have a power squat clean, all right? That's a pretty complex movement. Involves a lot of, explosiveness and some strength in there, all right? So we're going to start off with a power squat clean by 3 reps, all right? So that's the first component of our high performance conditioning. With that, we're going to superset, or we're going to add in, I should say, a body weight movement. So a body weight strength movement we're going to include next. So this can be anything, really. And it all comes back to, I guess what your main focus of the conditioning session is, what you're trying to get done with it. So we already got a full body movement right here. Why don't we throw in a body weight pull movement? So let's say some pull-ups. So we'll do some pull-ups next. And let's go ahead and just double that. So we'll go pull-ups by 6. Pull-ups by 6. And then typically what I like to do to round this out, and again, this is just a sample. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this. These are the top ways that I like to do it. It's just with the strength movement first, body weight movement second, and then we're going to do some sort of cardio movement last. So we're going to get that heart rate going even more. So for this, we might hit up some burpees, some short sprints, something like that that gets our heart rate going. So when we come back around to this strength power movement, it's going to be very difficult to handle that movement. It's going to really push you to build up that motor, push up that base. There's a lot of different ways that we can plan this out. So for this example, we'll just say we'll do a short shuttle sprint by 20 yards and back. All right. And again, I will list all of this stuff under the video so you know what I'm talking about. So here's our conditioning finisher right here. So we're starting with some squat power cleans by 3 reps, moderately loaded, pull-ups, body weight by 6, shuttle sprint by 20, down and back. So 40 total yards. So you're running 20 yards, down and back. And let's just say there's a lot of different ways that we can do this. So we can set this up for time, overall time. So we can do like an AMRAP set of 8 minutes. We could do where you go through the round, all the way through it, you time yourself and you rest 1-to-1 ratio, okay? So you do a 1-to-1 ratio, work to rest. That's another way you can do it. Okay, you can just do it straight rounds. So say we're going to do this for 5 rounds. That's another way you can hit it. So 5 rounds. And the third method that I just mentioned here, 5 rounds, that's going to be a little bit higher advancement level. So, because again, if you're somebody that's very deconditioned and you try to do this with these high complex movements in here, say once you get to the 3rd round and you're trying to go as fast as you can, That squat power clean is going to start to look very, very ugly. Those pull-ups might look very, very ugly. The shuttle sprint is going to turn into a slow-paced jog. And again, that's not what we want, okay? So going just straight rounds through is not going to be your first choice. It's going to be more of a 1-1 ratio. So you're going through that as fast as you possibly can, with most intensity that you can, and then you get a rest right when you're done. And then you hit that again, hit that again, hit that again. And each time you're going to be slowing down just a little bit, but you're still going to be working that conditioning. For the 8-minute AMRAP, same kind of thing with the 5 rounds, but with that you'll be able to slow down a little bit, and the next time you hit that, you'll be able to challenge yourself, and maybe you'll get a few more rounds in within that 8 minutes. And then there's a bunch of different ways that you can tweak that, but these are some of my top ways right here, all right? So that's the basic outline of how I design a lot of my high-performance conditioning finishers. Okay, again, something very easy to throw in at the end of your session, keeping it pretty short, 8 to 12 minutes. Intensity is high, and your options are pretty much limitless as far as what you want to do, as far as movements and different things like that go. So, hope you enjoyed this. This is the exact stuff that we put into our Strong and Shredded program. You can see more information below this video, but check out all the details that I listed below this video, and let me know if you got any questions, comments, your thoughts on this stuff right here. This stuff will turn you into a complete beast if you follow it correctly. Instead of just throwing a bunch of stuff together, this will keep you strong, this will get you lean, you'll gain muscle on this, turn into a complete beast. So that's what I got for you guys. Thanks for tuning in, listening. Travis Stetzel here, strongandshredded.com. Check it out. Keep living aggressive, get strong. I'm done.